panoramic lifestyle, a vision moves in all directions.
So welcome back to Dopamine. I am here with Elaine Melinda. I feel so comfortable saying her last name now. I love it. So when we last left the break, we were talking about just some wonderful things on how to, the perspective of being vegan and how you can decide if that's a conversion that you want to make. I also touched on the fact that one thing that I admire about you is that you walk in purpose, and so that you don't just do things just because. So you are heavily involved with nonprofit organizations and fundraising in the community. So I would love for you to just tell us how you got involved with that and, where people can find you next.
Okay. Where I got involved with that was actually one of our instructor family members. He was really interested in doing a monthly event where he would donate, the entry fees to a nonprofit organization. And then abruptly had to leave the state for business. And so I asked him if I could help, carry on the torch, because most of my career I've been involved with nonprofits and human services. And so he gladly accepted. He was doing these events with another instructor, Julia Gibbs. And so the instructor that I'm speaking of is Christopher Johnson. And so we kind of just have been going for the last, this is our 10th event.
Yeah, it's at the 10th.
And it's been way more successful than we ever thought that it would be. They get bigger and bigger each time. So I am the community liaison. I make contact with the nonprofit that we are choosing to help, and then we try to offer exposure for this whatever program we're serving, where we kind of post information to bring awareness to their cause, and then after the event, we take the money and we donate it directly to them after paying for the cost of the space, which is very, very modest. So the one thing that I really enjoy, I think, about these events is to get a little, I guess metaphysical, for lack of a better word, is I think it's really important to not only donate your money, but donating your energy means a lot. When you get 50 to 75 people, sometimes like with Unity Fest, 300, into a building, all thinking about the same cause, the same purpose, the energy that is created there can be really cosmic. It's a cumulative consciousness, and so hopefully I like to think from that kind of metaphysical places that we're projecting good vibes to this cause, so we can give our money and we can give hope to whatever it is they're trying to do. We've served all sorts of programs. We've done a teen homeless program. We've done we had a family of a fellow instructor in Yuma who was battling colon cancer, and so we helped them out, and at the same time hopefully brought some awareness about colon cancer, because a lot of people don't expect a 30-something-year-old woman to be just rocked like that. Unfortunately, she did pass away, but it was, I think, a really good show of support from Arizona and from the whole country.
Because it went widespread.
Yeah. And that wasn't anything we had to do with. That was just our one little part. And they were doing things all over the country to kind of support Edna. We've also helped a homeless preschool before. We are currently going to be working with a domestic violence shelter. We've had so many, I can't even remember all of them now, but
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could remember more, but it blows my mind talking to you about how many of these programs that we've served. And so our next one coming up in November is going to be lupus, because one of our master educator, Leanna Knight, her dad actually, suffers from lupus. So our intent is to just keep going as long as we can. And I've also partnered with an instructor in the East Valley, Isabel Diaz, or at least that's her screen name, is an instructor that I'm working with to put on our first ever breast cancer awareness event.
Yes.
We call it Pop It for Pink. We
I
came
saw
up
that.
with
I
it
love
last
it.
night. So excited. And then this event is extra special to us because it's our first one. We plan on doing it every year for as long as we can. But we also, I don't know, sometimes formats can be a little elitist, you know, and they can get cliquey, and we're really trying to combat that by inviting as many formats as we can think of. Right now we have Zumba, Commit, and Mixed Fit, but if anybody else wanted to, like, you know, call up and say, like, hey, I'm a pound instructor, let me do this, we would love to have you.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are the organizations able to reach out to you if they wanted to, you know, be the beneficiary, I guess, of that fundraiser? Can they reach out and say, can you do this for us? It's the one that I do with Christopher and Julia is called Mixed Fit Dance Party Fundraisers. And you can, you know, if you're interested in us helping, you know, right now we can't guarantee the amount of money that we're able to generate, but we can definitely guarantee exposure. Exactly.
And so, give us a call, reach out.
It's a good
We'd
time.
be happy. Yeah.
It's such a good time. Seriously.
Yes.
Like, people, I think some people get a little bit intimidated with it. Whenever you hear dance fitness, they think that you have to be the best dancer. Leave that for the front row divas. Like, let them get it in. But if you come and you just move, you know, that's the whole thing. It's just good energy, you know.
Yes.
So that's what I was wondering, if they could reach out, because you guys come with these organizations like that, and I'm like, how do they find them so quickly and work with them?
Yeah, I happen to have been in the nonprofit and human service arena for, I think something like 20 years now.
Okay.
And so a lot of these organizations I either worked with or as a caseworker have been at their site and saw, like, their amazing, you know, cause. And then, you know, just if it's a family that we hear about and it touches our heart, then we do it. So that's really how we come up with them. So.
Well, I know when I spoke to you, it was a while ago, and you said that you wanted to be, or you didn't consider yourself a leader in the fitness community, and now I hope that perception has completely changed, seriously, because you are doing it big. Like, I think that you're making such a huge difference, where individuals know they can have a good time and they look forward to it. I'm sure you have instructors all over reaching out to you so they can go ahead and participate.
We do, and that's amazing.
Yeah. It's a way to, basically, I know the first thing, you know, is that when you get licensed in a format, you don't know how to get yourself out there, and I think that's another way that you guys benefit people, is that it's a way for you to get those jitters out, because it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Originally, that was the point of it, was to raise money for an organization, and then also allow new instructors to come and showcase their abilities. Right now it's mixed fit, and so now it's kind of grown. Now, you know, we don't have new instructors that want to get up there. We have lots of seasoned instructors that are like, hey, I'm ready.
They want to do
it.
So I just want to seriously thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you guys for watching. One thing that I did plug before is that we have this wonderful place, Masterpiece Donuts and Coffee. I keep butchering the name. It's on Indian School Road in Phoenix, and they are just so lovely, where they let us come in here and film. I have actually been munching away on mine. It's the Michelangelo, but they actually have a vegan-friendly one too. So, as we talked about before, it is about portion control, and we're just going to say this is my one and only one, just for you know, credibility purposes. This is the only one that I've had. So, thank you, Elaine, so much. We're going to go ahead and just take a bite, just to, you know, commemorate it. Thank you.
That's amazing.
So you see, they have it where if you want to come in and get a donut made with all the toppings, that's fine. But if you want to go ahead and be vegan friendly and gluten free as well, they have that too. So thank you, Elaine, so much. We're going to go ahead and drop the handles. They have, once you said again, in November they have a fundraiser coming up, and then just look for it. If you want, you gave the okay to register as a friend. If you want to go ahead,
friend me, Elaine Melindo, and then Elaine Melindo on Instagram as well. I'd love to have you.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much, and hope you enjoyed the episode. Until next time.